Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates key projects in oil and gas sector to nation. Assam has witnessed progress and prosperity under Narendra Modi, says Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. Budget session of Mizoram all set to commence from February 23. Meghalaya government trying to find out alternative employment for people dependent on coal for livelihood. And 5 states, Kerala, Maharashtra, Punjab, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh witnessing upsurge in daily COVID cases. Good evening viewers, welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Jolly Khoikia Gogoi with the stories in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the centre and Assam government are working together to upgrade infrastructure in the state and dedicating important projects of the oil and gas sector to the nation. In an event organised at Silapathar in Dhemaji district, the Prime Minister said that despite the state having great potential, erstwhile governments only had stepmother treatment by overlooking development in various sectors. The Prime Minister also dedicated to the nation the INMAX unit at Indian Oil's Bongaigaon refinery, Oil India Limited's secondary tank farm at Madhuban, Dibrugarh and the gas compressor station at Hebera village, Makum, Tinsukia. Modi also inaugurated the Dhemaji Engineering College and laid the foundation stone for the Hualkuchi Engineering College. These projects, Modi said, will generate employment for the locals, adding the Ujjwala scheme in Assam is almost successful. Tea, tourism, handloom, handicraft sectors will make Atmanirbhar Assam a success, the Prime Minister added.
यहाँ के किसान अपने सामर्थ्य को बढ़ा सके, उन्हें खेती की आधुनिक सुविधाएं मिल सके, उनकी आय बढ़े, इसके राज्य और केंद्र सरकार मिलकर काम कर रही है। किसानों के बैंक खातों में सीधे पैसे ट्रांसफर करना हो, किसानों को पेंशन के लिए योजना शुरू करना हो, उन्हें अच्छे बीज देना हो, सॉइल हेल्थ कार्ड देना हो, उनकी हर जरूरत सर्वोपरि रखते हुए काम किया जा रहा है। मछली व्यवसाय से जुड़े किसानों के लिए 20,000 करोड़ रुपए की एक बहुत बड़ी योजना भी बनाई गई है। सरकार का प्रयास है कि असम का किसान, देश का किसान जो पैदावार करता है वो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजार तक पहुंचे, इसके लिए कृषि से जुड़े कानूनों में भी।
Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal has said ever since Narendra Modi took over as the Prime Minister of the nation in 2014, Assam has witnessed progress and prosperity. Addressing an event attended by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other central dignitaries at Silapathar, Chief Minister Sonowal said at least 17 trains run to various destinations in India from Dhemaji. Sonowal thanked the Prime Minister for his initiative in terms of the upgrade of the state. He said an engineering college at Dhemaji and Indian Council of Agricultural Research Office at Gogamukh and the Medical College at Lakhimpur together mark a key milestone in the development of Assam. Sonowal said completion of the Bogibill Bridge has been a boon for the North Bank areas in the state.
মোক কিছু সময় আগতে আমাৰ সাংসদ প্ৰধান বুঢ়া ডাঙৰীয়াই জনাইছে এতিয়া ধেমাজি হৈ ভাৰতবৰ্ষৰ বিভিন্ন প্ৰান্তলৈ প্ৰায় 17খন ট্ৰেইন এতিয়া অহা যোৱা কৰে ইয়াতকৈ ডাঙৰ খবৰ কি থাকিব পাৰে পৰম শ্ৰদ্ধা ৰাইজ যাতায়াত যোগাযোগৰ যোগেদি আমি বিকাশৰ পথত ক্ষিপ্ৰতাৰে আগুৱাই যাবলৈ আজি শক্তি পাইছো এই শক্তি দিয়াৰ অন্তৰালত আছে মহান নেতা প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী ডাঙৰীয়া আপোনালোক সকলোৱে হাততালি মাৰি তেখেতক আন্তৰিকতাৰে কৃতজ্ঞতা জ্ঞাপন কৰক পৰম শ্ৰদ্ধা ৰাইজ এই ধেমাজি ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰিং কলেজ হৈছে
asserting that the private sector can play a key role in research, innovation of defense products to make the nation self-reliant in the defense sector. Prime Minister Narendra Modi appealed to the private sector to work with the government to prepare the roadmap action plan to create defense technology in consonance with the 21st century. Speaking at the webinar for effective implementation of Union Budget 2021 provisions in the defense sector, the Prime Minister today said capital outlay has been enhanced to 19% in the budget. This shows the commitment of government for modernization of defense, Modi said. Modi said defense corridors will also help local entrepreneurs and local manufacturing units. Intimating that India has prepared a list of 100 defense items termed negative list, Prime Minister Modi said this list can be converted to a positive list by achieving self-reliance in the defense sector. While Modi said that ordnance factory system was not strengthened since independence, Tejas, built by our scientists and engineers, is flying high in the sky. He added that an order of 48,000 crore rupees has been placed for the Tejas. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said separate capital expenditure provisions in the budget for domestic and foreign procurements will trigger a huge thrust to domestic industries. Sharing his thoughts on the budgetary provisions of the 2021-22 budget and its impact on the defence sector, Singh today asserted that the approach towards the defence sector has been driven by the sentiment of Atmanirbharta. Hailing the provisions of the Union budget, the Defence Minister said it brings a healthy mix of promise, potential and progress. He said that under the guidance of Prime Minister Modi, Centre has extended all means of support to the affected sectors reeling under the onslaught of the pandemic. The Defence Minister said the defence budget has seen an unprecedented increase of 18.75% in capital outlay over the last year and 30% over the year before. This is the highest in the last 15 years, the Defence Minister added.
Due to these reforms, the FDI in India in defence sector has jumped by more than 200%. Rupees 2,871 crore worth FDI has been invested in defence sector in last 6 years.
In the face of the Election Commission of India's attention drawn to reports from a section of the media like the Indian Express, the Hindustan Times, about central police forces being sent specifically to West Bengal state, the ECI has said central police forces are routinely sent to all states and union territories where Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha polls are set to take place for area domination. This is especially in critical and vulnerable sectors. These sectors are identified by meticulous advance reviews and concrete feedback from various sources, including political parties and entities. This practice has been going on since the 1980s, the Press Information press release stated. In this instant too, central paramilitary forces have been sent to all the 4 states, namely Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and the Union Territory of Puducherry, where assembly elections are on the pipeline, the PIB release added. The budget session of the Mizoram is all set to commence from February 23. Mizoram Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai has summoned the budget session of the state legislature to start from February 23, while Chief Minister Zoramthanga will present the annual budget on March 1. The meeting of the Business Advisory Committee, chaired by Assembly Speaker Lalrin Liana Silo, chalked out a detailed program for the upcoming budget session, as per which the session will last till March 17. There will be 15 sittings between February 23 and March 17. There will be 380 starred questions and 189 unstarred questions. 3 bills and 77 private resolutions will be presented during the session. Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Hi Mom! फिर से शॉपिंग? बाबूजी, आपने इसे बिगाड़ के रखा।
लिमिट में करो तो कुछ बुरा नहीं होता है।
बिना लिमिट शॉपिंग करेगी आपके कार्ड पे एड ऑन जो है।
मैंने तो कार्ड पे लिमिट सेट कर दिया। अच्छा, इसके फायदे ये हैं कि रिस्क कम हो जाता है और अगर फ्रॉड भी हुआ तो तुरंत बैंक को बोल दीजिए, नुकसान कम।
दादू,
नेक्स्ट टाइम ये पिंक ड्रेस। यू आर द लिमिट।
लिमिट तो सेट है। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. Meghalaya is all set to double its GSDP to $10 billion within the next 5 years to achieve the target set by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to make India a $5 trillion economy by 2024-25, said Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma in the 6th meeting of the Governing Council of Niti Aayog, which was chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi via a virtual mode on Saturday. He hoped that Niti Aayog's fundamental approach of cooperative federalism would promote good governance and would guide in the achievement of the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Elaborating on doubling the GSDP, the Chief Minister stated that Meghalaya has identified 6 pillars: human capital development, primary sector rejuvenation, infrastructure development, entrepreneurship, environment and governance. The state government is trying to find new alternatives for the people who were depending on coal for their livelihood. Indicating this, Meghalaya's Social Welfare Minister Kirmen Shilla said an alternate source of livelihood was needed for those people living in Jaintia Hills as they lost their source of income after NGT had banned rat hole mining in the state. Emphasizing on development of tourism sector, Shilla stressed on the need to welcome people from outside the state to visit Jaintia Hills and other unexplored districts of Meghalaya. He also said that tourism would revive the state and also maintained that Jaintia Hills has good potential in terms of tourism, but it needed promotion. COVID cases in the country as of February 22 numbered 1,50,055 cases, even as those discharged accounted for 1,6,99,410. The dead account for 1,56,385. The number of people vaccinated have logged 1,11,16,854. 5 states, namely Kerala, Maharashtra, Punjab, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, have been witnessing an upsurge in daily cases amid rising fears of the spread of the new variants. In the northeast COVID scenario, Arunachal Pradesh has logged 5 active cases, even as dismissed cases numbered 16,775. The death toll is 56. Assam reported 1,607 active cases, while released cases logged 2,14,694. The tally for the dead is 1,091. Manipur has reported 80 active cases, even as the cured cases logged 28,784. The tally for the dead is 373. Reporting 22 active cases from Meghalaya, the number of patients allowed to leave logged 13,782. The death toll is 148. Mizoram has a caseload of 22 active cases, 4,377 released cases, even as the dead accounted for 10. Nagaland has 13 active cases, even as the discharged cases logged 12,088 cases. The death toll is 91. Lone Brother Sikkim has logged 52 active cases, 5,045 released cases, even as the tally for the dead is 135. Tripura has 41 active cases, even as the discharged cases topped 32,962. The dead account for 391. Now to end the news, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates key projects in oil and gas sector to nation. Assam has witnessed progress and prosperity under Narendra Modi, says Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. Budget session of Mizoram all set to commence from February 23. Meghalaya government trying to find out alternative employment for people dependent on coal for livelihood. And 5 states, Kerala, Maharashtra, Punjab, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, witnessing upsurge in daily COVID cases. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.